Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us now for our first alert weather. Bob, they're talking about the toxins in the air about 2 miles from the shore. I remember the smell of red tide being the whole way in Mayaca City.
Right, yeah, and the dead fish smell as well was terrible. It was horrendous. And a different story, though. We've had this east wind, so those toxins are not being blown inland at all anymore. And in fact, they're being kept offshore for the most part, and that's good news for beachgoers. There's been a lot more folks on the beach and a lot more photos sent in of how the water is a little cleaner in places across the Suncoast. Is this a sign of things to come? Well, we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. We'll have to wait on this too. The National Hurricane Center is keeping an eye on this system, and so are we. Down to our south right now, the chances have bumped up to 50% in the next 5 days that this could become a tropical depression or a tropical storm in the next 5 days. Now, there's also a 10% chance in the next 2 days. The area of concern is right here. There's not much to it right now, and that's simply because we have these strong winds. You see these clouds moving off in this direction, and then the low-level clouds are actually rotating around a broad area of low pressure. So it would take a long time for this to get its act together, and it's going to do so slowly as it moves off to the north-northwest in time. There's some deep convection there. This is the European forecast model, and we'll stop it right there on Tuesday. It would show and indicate at least a tropical depression or a storm here on Tuesday, and a lot can happen. I want to caution you and say that the center hasn't even formed yet, so the models could be off by several hundred miles, either east or west of that. So we'll keep an eye on it for you. If it's a little bit further east, certainly we would have a much better chance of getting more significant rainfall. This has a bullseye right now on Louisiana again and Mississippi, and it would not be an intense storm at this point, it doesn't look like. Conditions won't be all that favorable in the Gulf of Mexico as it makes its way to the north and eventually to the northeast. But what it will do is it'll bring us some tropical moisture our way, either way it looks like. That will begin by midweek next week. Another system way out there in the Atlantic. We'll hit this quickly and talk about Leslie. It's a very large storm now, still a tropical storm, expected to move off to the north and then off to the east and then to the southeast over the next 5 days and get back to where it once was. And it's been out there for over 12 days now, going on 13. Top winds have dropped down to 65 miles an hour. Beautiful sunset tonight. This is our ABC7 webcam. You can see just a few clouds around. There were a few showers as well earlier today. And as far as photos go, a lot of them sent in. This one from the Meadows, Rita, getting this nice reflection off the pond there. Brilliant colors. And Dave Beachy, Nokomis right there. And a nice, comfortable, smooth conditions out there in the waters. Well, with that east wind, those showers are offshore, and we're not expecting much. High pressure off the Carolina coast, and the winds rotating around it give it this stopping effect on these cold fronts. These cold fronts cannot progress to the south, and so the cooler air stays to the north. We stay warm, and it's going to stay warm right through the weekend as well. Not much rain around now. We don't expect much. We have a little bit of dry air still in place, but I still think we'll see a few showers tomorrow afternoon, and then this dry air that you see here will eventually filter in on Saturday, and that will limit our chances for rainfall. Right now it's 78. That's the current temperature. East winds are at 8 and the pressure 30.03 inches. The high today was 91, well above the average of 87. We'll get back to these numbers, I think, by Thursday of next week. As far as the forecast goes tomorrow, heat index up near 100 and beginning at noon. A chance for a few showers in the afternoon and evening. The rain chance not all that high, though, so it looks as though we will see a few showers around. Some snow falling over North Dakota right now, and you can see that snow right there. Pretty good. Moving into Minnesota as well. As far as the boating forecast goes, well, we are looking for winds out of the east at 10 knots. Seas will be 2 feet or less out there with a light chop. If you plan on boating, not too bad. And the extended forecast, then, slight chance for showers tomorrow evening and afternoon. 10% only on Saturday. It looks to be a good weekend, albeit warm. And then we'll see a little bit better chance for showers and storms Tuesday through Thursday of next week. Jess?
All right. Thank you, Bob.